Hello my friends and welcome back to Skyrim Mods of the Moment. Today I have an amazing arrangement of new Skyrim mods for you, including new gameplay mechanics, location overhauls, and a sweet quality of life upgrade to mention a few. I'm positively bursting with excitement to showcase these amazing mods, so let's get right to it. In the previous Mods of the Moment video, I showcased a mod that, in the vein of Dishonored games, lets you peek through keyholes. Now, let's put that aside and this time make Skyrim a bit more like Assassin's Creed instead. This is SkyClimb, an SKSE gameplay plugin that finally brings a true climbing mechanic to Skyrim. Utilizing the animations of EVG's animated traversal resource, the mod uses modern techniques to allow you to realistically climb on top of anything. Basically, the mod procedurally looks for possible spots to climb in real time. The mod is amazingly simple to use. Walk at a ledge or at a wall, and if it's accessible, there will appear a distinct blue marker. Then just press spacebar or any other key you have binded your jump to and climb onto it. There we go! It's like it's not even hard. This mod achieves something that has been long missing from Skyrim, and the possibilities are endless. You can just parkour around Whiterun for fun, or maybe take the stealth archer playthrough even further with climbing on top of the high ground and sniping people from there. Maybe you're a Dark Brotherhood assassin and stalk your next prey from the security of the heights. SkyClimb works effortlessly and is, frankly, revolutionary, possibly the defining mod of the year. All this climbing is making me hungry. Let's try some cooked salmon and ale. Maybe a sweet roll for dessert. Still not satisfied. Maybe the next mod on the list will help. Here we have Gourmet, a cooking overhaul. It's a comprehensive overhaul of Skyrim's cooking system, and it distributes more food, recipes, ingredients, and cooking pots all over the game world. The vanilla foods pretty much just restore your health, resulting in, when in a pinch, eating as much cheese as you currently have. Health is regenerated by meats and stews, stamina by vegetables, soups and breads, and magicka by pastries, desserts and cheese. Alcohol and the illegal substances effects have undergone changes as well. Alcohol provides a buff to stamina or magicka, debuffing the other stat for 10 minutes. Skooma, sleeping tree sap, and a new substance, Eversnow, also have similar buffs and debuff effects. Using these substances, there is now a 25% chance to develop an addiction, which can progress up to a severe addiction if continuing using, and that debuffs your magicka and stamina regeneration. The Skyrim vendors now have their stock expanded with food, ingredients, and recipes. Innkeepers sell cooked food and drinks, and general store traders have ingredients and spices, as well as some of the recipes. Food vendors at the market have a larger amount of food, ingredients and recipes, and there is a new special vendor type converting the 3 chefs of the game as merchants. They have the best stock of food items and even special cookbooks, which increase your cooking skill, improving the effects of the consumed food. Gourmet has an optional plugin to add more cooking pots and baking ovens in Skyrim. With it, you can cook into several inns which didn't have cooking pots earlier, such as the Winking Skeever or Four Shields Tavern. Baking ovens are added in 5 inns too, allowing you to bake more often. Yum! Gourmet works well with survival mode, so it's quite perfect for those who like to play with it enabled. The mod also includes debuffs for vampires and werewolves, making food less effective. With this mod, the cooking mechanism of Skyrim is complete. Next, it's time to check out a couple of immersion mods, my favorite category. I have been waiting to showcase mods from this particular mod creator for a while, and now with their newest creation, I can finally do so. Environs, Abandoned Abodes is a mod that makes the world of Skyrim feel a lot more dynamic in a beautiful way. After some quest lines, 7 houses in Skyrim are left uninhabited with their original owners gone. The main concept of the mod is to give these lonely, abandoned houses new inhabitants, taking care of the property while making the houses homes again. These new NPCs are mostly just for show, apart from a couple of them. After Morthal's quest laid to rest, a Nord woman from Stonehills will marry and move in with Rogar. She will set up a shop in the house, making the town have its own general merchant. The added NPCs have new spliced voice lines.
To understand how we met one another, you have to appreciate what he's going through.
And you can find them around town on their usual business. When the 14 new inhabitants settle in the no more abandoned houses, the interior furniture and the house's name will change, reflecting the people who have moved in. To make the change feel natural, it will take at least 15 days before the house is changed in any way after finishing a quest associated with one of the houses. As a byproduct of re-inhabiting the homes, the mod adds a sense of time passing in the game. This makes the world feel more alive and dynamic, doing its fair part of amping up the immersion. Another immersion mod we have on our list today is Carriages of Skyrim. I know we overhauled the classic horse carriage a few videos back, but this one is a bit different. Pretty much the only carriages that we can find from Skyrim are the ones that will transport you from a city to another, and that's obviously not immersive enough when Skyrim is a province full of industry. Carriages of Skyrim add simple carriages appearing to transport mead, logs and hay at different locations in Skyrim. The carriages are accompanied by a driver NPC, but if you don't care for that, in the next version of the mod, some of them should be without a driver. The NPCs also have the voice lines that drivers have, but if we ignore that, this little mod is a sweet addition to the smaller locations and is worth keeping an eye out for. Mihail is a modder known for his creatures and monsters mods, adding all kinds of pesky critters and mighty beasts to Skyrim. With a new mod of his, the previously added Goblins and Riekrs have been combined into a single mod, resulting in possibly violent encounters with these mischievous gobliners. Both Goblins and Riekrs have 6 variants, and the domesticated Dirtzog dogs have 2 variants. There is a possibility of getting a disease from Dirtzog's bite, and there are 2 new weapons you can loot from the creatures. The many camps are spread across Skyrim for you to accidentally stumble upon. If we exclude Creation Club, in the game, the only goblins are the Rieklings in Solstheim with the Dragonborn DLC. According to the lore, goblins can be found all across Tamriel, but in the mainland of Skyrim there just are none. This mod fixes this glaring goblin issue and allows you to go head to head with these primitive creatures. Let's check out some location overhauls next. We'll begin with a visual overhaul of the Orc Strongholds. Even though the Orsimer architecture is excellent, the strongholds are quite plain in the familiar vanilla fashion. Spaghetti's Orc Strongholds All-in-One provides a vanilla and performance-friendly visual overhaul to all of the 4 strongholds in Skyrim. The mod adds light clutter decoration all over the orc settlements, focusing on eye-catching details, and doesn't go overboard with clutter that is hard to notice. This mod doesn't edit any vanilla records, only adds new ones, so it's highly compatible with other mods that affect Orc Strongholds. This mod gives the areas a much needed, simple facelift, enhancing the strongholds. Now, I do love mods that bring variety to the architecture of Skyrim. The classic Skyrim farmhouses are everywhere, so anything that changes them up has my appreciation. We'll travel to Stonehills, the small mining settlement in Hjalmarch, which operates Rockwallow Mine. The people working at the mine live in tents, and the manager family of the mine owns the only house at the settlement, which of course is a typical farmhouse. Gonzeh, Stonehills Reimagined, overhauls the settlement, giving Stonehills some new, well-deserved flair for the hard-working citizens. The mod is based on the original layout, but the farmhouse is changed to a sort of a Viking-style lodge. The house interior is also redesigned to match the building's exterior, all while keeping it nice and cozy and also larger for the 3 people that reside in it. With the mod, the workers also have more shelter to keep them warm and safe from Skyrim's unforgiving environment with these wooden huts. No more do they have to spend their nights only with the security of tents. There is also some added decoration clutter around the settlement, making the place feel more lived in and unique. Not only are these wonderful changes implemented, but there is now also an additional Viking-style house at the property. It is abandoned and you can't go in without console commands, but I like the way it enhances the visual storytelling around the settlement. I wonder why it was abandoned. Maybe something happened and the mining business was decreased as a result. From the same modder, we have another reimagination of a small Skyrim settlement. Or to be precise, this one is not really a settlement, but a minor location, Nightgate Inn, which is located deep in the remote Pale Hold. Gonzeh Nightgate Inn Reimagined is also an exterior and interior overhaul, which reimagines the building to be something different from what it was previously, just another Skyrim inn. Although this place has always been one of the coziest in the game, something about the warm refuge from the cold, now I think it's even cozier with the mod. The new building looks inviting, the light coming from the windows, the flags along the pathway to the inn, everything about it looks enticing. When you go in, it's even better. I adore this sort of cramped little inns with the rooms upstairs, and the tavern tables under the staircase, the high ceiling, the appropriate decoration on the walls. I could go on and on. This little inn is perfectly cozy, and the idea of spending a cold winter night here just makes me want to curl up to a ball with satisfaction. Sounds odd. That's the closest way to describe the feeling. Most of the people who have played this game can remember the iconic quest for finding out the Gourmet's identity, and that's where the inn's cellar comes in. The basement is larger and has extra rooms in there, but to avoid breaking the quest, the cellar where the famous cook resides is still in its own cell and completely unchanged.
I can't help you, friend.
Lastly, I have a helpful quality of life mod which fixes an issue that has bothered me for years. You know, when you're stuck with the camera perspective you're in when having a conversation with an NPC. So annoying! Well, I'm happy to announce that this issue is now fixed. Switch camera during dialogue does the unthinkable and allows you to switch the camera perspective freely from first person to third person or the other way around as much as you like. What a nice thing. I'd like to thank all of my supporters in Patreon, and a special shout out to my Tavern's legendary patrons Star095 and Ryan Ulrich. If you'd like to support the channel or crave for some extra BCG content, check out patreon.com/bardscollegegraduate. Thank you for watching the video. These mods are more than enough going into August and eventually autumn, and eventually Starfield. Keep an eye out for my upcoming Starfield channel, Spacebard, if you're interested in Starfield mod showcases made by yours truly. And don't worry, I'll never abandon Skyrim. If you enjoyed today's video, do press the like button and maybe even the subscribe button. See ya!